How are we going, everyone? This is a little patch here that I told you about, my tree there that's suffering and I need to fix it. We've got all the strawberry plants around, so what I'm going to be doing here now is showing you how to rejuvenate a garden bed. Now, as I'm looking at it, I was thinking of turning the soil over a little bit. I'm going to remove as much of the strawberry plants as I can, but as you would know if you've already grown strawberries, they're pretty tough little plants and they do root down in the ground pretty hard. So what I'm going to do is take out as many of the little ones that are spread out, pull out all these weeds, cut back some of the sage that I've got growing here, mulch, compost, manure, more mulch on top, and even leave the irrigation underneath there, and then sit back and wait for spring to come. But also liquid feed that lemon tree. Or is it an orange? I can't even tell anymore. And you got weed problems, eh? Nice little strawberry plant. It's sitting there. Rubbish. Plenty of strawberries around here, but too many in here. Look at all the strawberry plants I got there. Wow, I'm not throwing them out. I'm going to recycle them, but I've got to get them out of here. I can't have them. It's going to be a carpet here of strawberries again anyway, but at least I want to get some more established perennial herbs in here, and this beautiful mandarin, lemon tree, orange. I think it's an orange. Well, we're just going to have to sit back, wait for it to grow, green up, fruit, and then we'll know. Look at this, eh? Nice little earthworm in there. Chuck him back in there. That one over there. And the shovel and garden fork over here. We'll leave this clump here because that can spread there and I can find a couple of pockets to plant. The more important part here is that I've left my tree here, my citrus tree, exposed here, no roots to compete against it. We're going to compost it now with some pea straw. We're going to put mulcher, compost, manure, black grit, liquid fertilise. Sounds like a broken record, doesn't it? We've done it everywhere. Well, we're doing it again. I'm going to spread our pea straw out, folks. But also, if you've got a sage plant, now's a good time to give it a good prune back, because it looks like it's about to burst out again, or is it? Or that's finishing. Either way, give it a good cut, because it loves a good prune like that. But if you've got eggplants, see that eggplant? Left that eggplant there purposely so you can recognise it. I'm not cutting that back because if it still gets another frosty night, we may have a bit more dieback on that. But even if we don't have any frosty nights, cutting it back now will just cause moisture to get inside where the wound is because there's no sap flow. So you wait for it in, I suppose, August, or when you may see some new growth coming from the bottom. I might not see anything at all and I'll have to pull it out. But either way, if I do get any growth, lucky me. If I don't, I'll pull it out and put a new one in. But wait for the growth to come because that's how it's going to heal. Finish mulching it all up. And folks, I've covered a lot of the strawberries up. That's okay. And if they grow through, lucky me. If they don't, lucky me. I've got enough here, haven't I? So what I'm going to do now is basically top dress it all with a little bit of chicken manure, 2 or 3 bags around the whole area. But so I can finish this in time before we lose the sunlight, because this needs another hour or 2 of work for me. I'm going to do this little citrus tree now, complete this one here as far as the layering, so you can go out there and do your garden as well if they need to be fertilised. You can do it on big or small trees as well, it doesn't matter what size. The process is pretty much the same. Compost, manure, straw, manure, compost, manure, straw, manure. Just keep putting it on. This is chicken manure. It seems just throwing it around the base. It's not going directly into the roots, it's top of the mulch, and it's aged as well, so that's that there. The hole is not my way of opening a bag. This is care of Jack and Cara. Now I'm going to put a little bit of liquid gold and Eco Boost to feed the tree before I actually put the composted soil on top, because I need to hydrate the base first and then we'll add some more on top of it afterwards once we put the compost. So 2 doses of it, that is. I'll mix this up because I've already got the water in here. And don't be scared to apply it over the foliage, because that's the quickest way to get the nutrients back into the plant. Obviously hydrate the ground, the roots, but soak the leaves as well. A little bit to this sage plant too. Looks like it's a bit thirsty. And now, add the composted soil around. So this is what I'm going to do with the entire bed. Give it a top dressing over, like this. Another dose. See if we can hydrate this soil. Like that, it just runs off. That tells you how hydrophobic it is or aquaphobic it is. That's why you need to put mulch down, whether you like pea straw, sugar cane, or whatever mulch you like, just put it down. Saves you the headache of trying to hydrate the soil. And at the end of the day, in summertime, it keeps the soil cool and moist, and in winter, it keeps it warm. Now a bit more Liquid Gold and EcoBoost over the top and around the mulch, and do this with the whole garden bed, folks. And remember now, our EcoBoost and Liquid Gold are certified organic. So they are organically certified, and rest assured you're putting something healthy into your garden. And if it's an edible garden, feel safe to harvest and enjoy straight away. From me, Vasily, Maresi. Back to work.